As you can see in the title of this video, it says how to achieve your goals. If you are failing to plan, you are planning to fail. So when I read that quote, I started, visualizing, or I just imagined, that's what my current situation is at. But I did not plan all my months in 2024, 2023, 2022, 2021 because I didn't plan. I just didn't plan. There's no excuse. I just didn't plan. What was the excuse? Nothing. I just didn't do it. Why? I didn't feed into that thought, or I don't know. Like, if I can go back in time, I'd be like, bro, you got to plan. And it was like, oh, I'll do it, but why not? You can call it lazy. You can call it procrastination. You can call it sloth. If you don't have a plan, the quote will end with this: if you don't have a plan, you'll become part of someone else's plan. And then again, I related to that 100%, and I wrote, I am part of job that I'm at. I'm part of that plan because I have no plan right now. Even though I'd be thinking like long-term goals, or every time I'm listening to music, I'm always, creating scenarios. I'm already a filmmaker. I'm already on the magazines. I'm already, that kind of delulu stuff. I don't think that's goals. That's just you imagining. It's not you really actually setting goals. Henry needs help in break big projects into achievable tasks, the right things done, assist progress and effective over time, courses corrected when needed, schedule downtime to rest. So Henry needs to plan a quarter. And how to plan a quarter, it just tells you, like, can you visualize, what your plans look like, what your goals look like. Imagine what the success will look like, what needs to be done, or how you will see the future. So it says I need to become an actual, filmmaker, have the job, sign contracts, have my name on the big screen, just be on set, to have my chance to create my first debut feature film. I want to get into like real estate wholesale. I did buy a course for it. I remember paying $6,000 for it, and I didn't really do anything about it because of my laziness and lack of resources, and my belief and that I was feeling overwhelmed. I failed it. Also, what I wrote was, interviews. I create more videos on Instagram, all of, what I think of when I'm listening to my music or when I'm daydreaming. So then it says step one. The awareness is I am not home doing nothing. I don't have any goals for the year. That's the thing that I have. When January came, I didn't really, have any goals planned, and I was like, really in trouble. What needs to happen in 3 months to get serious: wholesale, look up house, calculator call, printing, writing, scripting, selling, meeting places, then making short projects. Go somewhere to help me make an indie feature, or somewhere in the film industry to land that job, and later start my career up because I feel like I'm late. $100,000. Why did I write $100,000? Because I just see myself having $100,000 in my bank account. New car, a Mercedes Maybach, just for myself. I will be happy enjoying it every day. No more 9-to-5 jobs, no more, jobs. So now my life is just focused just on a career in filmmaking. Traveling, going to Japan, going over to Italy, going to Mexico to create visual narratives that I have with the music that I listen to and post it on Instagram. Moving on to step two. Prioritize and clarify. Don't create too long of a list you have to do that's going to make you feel overwhelmed and discouraged, which never happened. Then I have to get 3 things done. So plan is not to get a long list and make sure it's 3 things to get done. You create a long list, and next you only get 3 things done, and then it makes you feel overwhelmed, and then some people feel discouraged after that. Rather, I need to pick projects that will make the highest contribution towards your goals and focus my effort on those. And that's the most important thing. Let's highlight that down here in the video. Rather, I need to pick the projects that will make the highest contribution towards my goals and focus my effort on those. Now we have to pick like at least 3 projects to start. And then as the years go by, it can go to 6 projects a year. But right now, since we're mature, we can do 3 projects just to start out. We're not going to go fully 6 months and let our ego, take that. Finishing my script, of what I'm doing right now. I'm really finished with that. I'm just repolishing. Create, a short film, the short film that I was supposed to finish, last year or so. I can make that up. Close the deal on wholesale. So I have to go back on wholesale, study everything, and then just go for a call. If I mess up, I trip, I'll learn. Finishing that with the bullet points, I have the extra projects are called radar. So if you have extra projects to decide whether that's either painting, or whether that's making music, whether that's finishing stuff on your iPhone, on my iPhone notes, or things that I just, movies I need to watch and analyze. Those can be at the extra side. Then I call that radars. When you have extra time free, you can separate them. Now we can move on to step 3, planning. Now I have to plan out each individual project. The project is creating a short film. It needs to get done by next month. Success looks like achieving the things I need to get done, being rewarded by opportunities and open doors to quit my regular, dual mundane life. Success is level type stuff, next level type stuff. me getting promoted. We're in Warner Brothers. Okay, now we're Warner Brothers. Not everyone's seeing a film. Let's pretend like, you know, the film was successful. Vogue, brand deals, car deals, house deals, collab deals, money, obviously, my Mercedes Maybach, my house, sending money to my mom and dad, and helping my friends and others around near me, and also sending that money to the projects, to my feature films, so I'll have enough money to have the resources to create my next feature films. Yeah, SMART. Okay, so what does SMART mean? SMART is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and task. Measurable is, you know, can the project be done in less than 3 months or sooner? And then achievable, like you have the resources to complete this project. And the next is relevant. Will this project have high contribution to my goals? And then task, what are the individual tasks need to be done to complete this project? For number one, I put a specific, what is the project? A short film. Measurable is, can it be done in 3 months? Yes, because it's a short film and I could script a little bit, write a little bit, and then the next is, you know, directing it. How long will it take me to direct it? Then how long will it mean to edit, and then publishing it, and then finish it. Then we'll be sending it. Then the extra things, don't worry about it. I got through all that, such as sending it to short film festivals and waiting for feedback when I get awards or get invited to, you know, these film festivals to actually meet and connect and finally find a distributor and a manager or an agent. Is it achievable? Do I have the resources? Yes, I have the camera, and then that's it, and my laptop and my Wi-Fi. Relevant. Will this project have a high contribution to my goals? Yes, because the more short films I make, the more I keep going, the more my work will get recognized. Not announced, but recognized. I want to be discovered by producers, and then producers will have a sit down, talk to me, say, okay, we have this project. Can you do this within a year? You got this deadline. And then I'll be like, yeah, sure. Then everything is done, everything's completed. But for the future tasks, were the individual tasks, or the individual tasks first. Basically, every day is, you know, writing. The next week could be directing it, and the next week can be, you know, editing, or depending how long, you know, the short film or the resources that we'll have. Taking my time off my 9 to 5 and coming back after work and doing it. Just mentioned as an example, because that's the screenplay that I'm writing. You know, we're writing it, you know, we have our blueprint, you know, we have our analyzing. But I feel like screenplays, like, it could be a short one, but it could just be something fast we can just write, because we can always come back to it. Remember this film, like, I'm thinking of the Travis Scott film that I'm making. Just write like the little, you know, first small draft, you know, right now, and then just wait till the future, like when that moment comes to make my fourth, you know, feature film, we'll come back and repolish. So obviously it'll be like the same I did with Vintage Time. Writing. Ideas, like I'll have ideas, plotting, blueprint, writing, revising, polishing. What do we need to do? It's like the same thing that as I'm doing, just collecting ideas and just daydreaming every day till I get back an idea and think about the whole stuff and like what I'm learning every day and the mistakes. And then I do have the resources, obviously a computer, Wi-Fi. Is it relevant? Yeah, because I'm gonna move to being a pro at screenwriting. I write my own screenplays, direct my own screenplays, and also produce, because I'm gonna have a lot of them because of wholesale, and that's what's gonna move us to wholesale. Wholesale is the one that's most difficult because one, it involves me negotiating and calling with all these numbers and all these papers. Just too much money in papers. You know, measurable, you know, what is it? It's wholesale. Will it take less than 3 months? Yes, because you have to close the day in less than 15 days. Resources, yes, I have a phone number, I have Wi-Fi, I have, you know, the websites and the computer and the papers, and all the little hints of the, you know, emails that I'm getting. Yes, I do have it. All right, how is it going to be relevant? It's going to be relevant because it needs to make me more money. That's to reach my goal, $100,000 to get me out of this house, to get a house, and to get a car, the Mercedes Maybach. Tasks, what are individual tasks? Well, I would need to download dealsforme.com, look up the list, you know, Lent deals or whatever you call it. Grab the list, call them, make a call, then do the calculations. Then once you do the calculations, you negotiate. And after the hard time with negotiating, then it'll be time to close the deal. Then how to close the deal, I have to meet up, sign papers, and that's it. Then we move from the process of how do I get money into my account, and then that'll be it. And then we get $100,000 or $40,000. See, it sounds easy saying it, but then when I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. Like, it's just gonna get into me. But at the same time, I'm daydreaming when I'm supposed to daydream, and this is a bad mentality I'm supposed to have that I should get rid of. But instead, I should feel confident that I can do it and that I believe I should do it. Then the last step 4 is schedule and assess progress over time. So now we have clarity of what the projects are going to move the needle forward, how each project will look, like how each project will get done. The last tip is schedule is different tasks for each project. I plan out my week, on the weekends. So that's what I did too. On Saturdays, Sundays, I usually plan out what I have ahead for the weekend, so I'm good on that. And then the process goes to review each individual project, assess process based on completed tasks and due dates. Yep. When you have your due dates, it'll actually push you forward. You get you a little scared that you have to get it done. And schedule with tasks for the week, and then repeat until you actually get to where you need it to be.